Okay, everybody. How's it going? Um, I know it's been a while since I made a video. Um, and I really don't want to do this video, but I knew I had to because there's just so much bullshit that's going on, and it's really affecting me emotionally, mentally, and physically, and I just don't like it. I just don't like how things are. Um, uh, Something happened with the idiot. Um, he had a prayer breakfast, the annual prayer breakfast yesterday, and please, he's you know he's a devil in sheepskin. I shouldn't even say sheepskin. He's just a devil. Um, but I he posted a video that I'm sure everybody has heard about it now. How he posted this video of President Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, predicting them as apes, and it's really racist, and what's so funny about it is that phrase. This isn't what America is. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Really? This isn't what America is. Honey, America has been this way since 1492. I heard someone say today, since 1776. No. This country has been this racist since 1492. Okay? And it didn't start with slavery in 1619. Okay? It started in 1492. The moment the colonizers stepped on Turtle Island. And it all started with genocide. And it's still happening today. I just saw the video again of my relative in Minnesota who was attacked by 3 thugs, ICE thugs, and what she went through, she shouldn't have went through. And it hurt even more this evening when I saw it. Because at any time, it could happen to me. Or to one of my relatives here. This isn't what America is. Not only is it America, it's other places too. This is something that they have been waiting to do. Yes, immigration is about the Hispanics and the Latinos and Haitians and Somalians, Mexicans, but now they get to finish something that they have been wanting to do since 1492. And let's get rid of these goddamn indigenous people. We got to get rid of them. We've been working on it, but now we really got to get rid of them. And this is the way we can do it. Oh, forget about the fact that, they've been here for thousands of years. That didn't stop us before. Why would it stop us now? Indigenous people have not been part of the narrative of this country. Hey, we have never been part of the narrative of this country. That's why they erased us a long time ago. At least they thought they did. I mean, we're not even in the narrative when they talk about racism. We're not even a part of that. And when it comes to the idiot, yet they forget that he got up in front of the Senate committee meeting and let them know that the Pequot's Foxwoods Casino, when they first opened up, they became one of the top casinos in the world. Not so much in the country, in the world. They don't look Indian to me. You look at them, they don't look Indian. No, they don't. Oh, man. Yeah, okay, idiot. No, to be honest with you, no, we don't look like the Hollywood Indian anyway. Definitely don't look like that. I don't think any of us, of any nation, look like that Indian. They don't look Indian to me. And it was all because he was so jealous. Because they were successful. We forgot that he took, what was it, 4 casinos into bankruptcy? Yet this man knows economics. He knows it. He knows how to run a business. He knows all that stuff. Really? That's funny. But actually, right now, he's not doing bad. As president, he's making buku money as president. Oh, that's right. They're not supposed to. Forgot. They're not supposed to. They're not supposed to be making any money. So I guess the $3 billion that he's made so far, and actually I think it's more than that. I think he just added another billion to it, so say $4 billion. Then he's gonna return all that money back, right? Because he's not supposed to be making that. Right? Right? And then I heard this Republican got on C-SPAN today and apologized because he voted for him 3 times. He voted for this idiot. And he was apologizing up the yin gang. I am so sorry. I voted for this man. He's nothing but a cruel, disgusting human being. And like they say, 3 strikes and you're out. Well, he gave him 3 swings. And you know, it just really floors me that it took this incident today, this one racist incident, even though he's had I don't know how many more before this, but this one finally touched that nerve in some people's minds. I said, this man he's disgusting. He's a racist. Really? You're just finding this out. This just, forget about all the other times. Okay? I just told you one that he did with my sister tribe, the Pequots, that they don't look Indian. Okay, forget about that. Forget about the fact that him and his father, when it came to housing in, was it Brooklyn or Queens or the Bronx, whatever it was, and my uncle was one of the ones that fought and won against him and his father when it came to housing. They won. Okay. Community of color. Right, forget about that. Oh, forgot about the Central Park 5. Hey, he took out a whole page, New York Times page, even though they were innocent, was proven innocent. Didn't matter. He still put this ad out. They need to be hung. They need to be executed. And he did, and they were innocent. Forget about that. Oh, forget about the fact that he can grab women's pussies whenever he wants to. I can grab their pussy. They let me grab it. They let me do whatever I want to do. Really. So it's okay that if he was to do that to you men out there, it's okay. You mega men, that he did that to your sister, your daughter, your mother, your aunt, or your grandmother. That's okay. He can do it. He can do whatever he wants to do, right? It wouldn't bother you. Oh, let me see. What else can this man do that? Oh, that's right. He can go into the middle of Times Square and kill Hillary Clinton. Nobody will care. So what? He'll get away with it. And you know what? I believe that. Totally believe that. Yeah, he can get away with it. Oh, and he can rape women. He can rape women. No problem. What's the woman, Carol? He can rape her. Rape her and get away with it. Ain't nobody saying, oh, hey, let's not forget the Epstein files. Oh my God, that man is in there, what, over 33,000 times? So what? Oh, right. That's right. He was supposed to stop the war in Ukraine on the first day. First day. He was going to stop the war. Yep, which they're still fighting, right? Russia's still, well, that's the reason why. I mean, it's Russia. I mean, that's his buddy. Oh, and he can start a war in Venezuela. Hey. He can do that. And forget about Greenland. He wants Greenland. He ain't getting it, but he wants it. I bet you he's still scheming in his head how he can do it. Oh, wait a minute. He's got it. He's sending troops over to what was it, Iran? Iraq? Iran? I can never get those two together. But anyway, one of them, because of the protest, to save the protesters over there. Yeah, but he can't save the protesters here in the United States. No, he can't say. He'd rather kill them. That's what he's going to do with the protesters here in the United States. He's going to let them go ahead and kill us. It's okay that he kills us, but nope, not in Iran or Iraq. Nope, can't do it over there, but we can do it here. As I'm saying this, I'm thinking to myself, really? But what I'm saying is true. I'm not lying to you guys. It's on the news every day. It's in the papers every day. Well, some of them. Some of them. Forgot about Fox News and Newsmax and all the conservative. They don't talk about it. No, they don't talk about it. No, but it's okay that we kill our own. What did he call us? The enemy within? And who spoke about that? Who was the first one that spoke about that? Oh, Kamala. That's right, Kamala Harris. She spoke about that. Ain't nobody believe her. Why? Because she's a black woman. Oh, wait a minute. I mean, she said she's black, but isn't she actually Indian or what? Wait. Even though she says that she's black, but really? It's just going to get worse and get worse and get worse. Oh, and freedom of speech, freedom of the press. Yeah, well, we know what that means. We actually know that the paper that the Constitution is written on, I can wipe my ass on it. That's how much you all think about that. This administration, they don't care. We could have told you that. Matter of fact, I think we did tell you that a long time ago. Oh, man. And now, health insurance. Let's talk about health insurance. I heard something today, earlier, that kind of made me go, Now, when you become a senator or a congressman, you get your own insurance, right? We pay for your insurance. Actually, not only do we pay your salary, but we also pay your insurance with our tax dollars, right? Right? I mean, please tell me. If I'm wrong, tell me if I'm wrong. But that's what I thought. That us taxpayers, we pay their salaries and we pay their insurance, right? Okay. Well, I heard today that Marjorie Taylor Greene is very upset because her family can't afford their health insurance. Now, she's still a congresswoman. So that made me think, okay, what do you mean you can't afford your health insurance? Aren't you still a congresswoman? Okay, aren't you still getting paid your salary and your insurance? Didn't you put your family on your insurance? I mean, that's what I would have did if I became a senator or a congresswoman. I would have made sure my family was taken care of. But not only that, the fact that when you first came in to become a congresswoman, you were only what, like 200, your value was like $200,000, something like that, right? And I forget how much you make a year. What is it, $170,000 a year, something like that you make. Yeah, and I do remember, what was it, last year? I heard that you went from $200,000 to, because of all the insider deals that you were making, that you know, I mean, of course you deny it, but we all can see it, because you kind of have a big mouth about it. And I do remember hearing a couple of news stories about that you went from $200,000 to $25 million that you're worth now. So if you're worth $25 million, then why can't you afford health insurance? For all you Republican congressmen and women that are retiring this year, because I heard there's a lot of you. I wonder why. But I heard that there's quite a few of you are retiring. And I'm sure you're not retiring without leaving with something. So you're going to tell me that you're retiring and you're not going to be having enough money to pay your own health insurance? Or retirement? I'm sure you got lined up all the speaking engagements that you're going to be doing, and you're going to be making a lot of money. And also, the one thing that a lot of congressmen and senators, when they retire, they kind of become lobbyists, don't they? And you know, lobbyists, you guys make some money. Things that make you go, But yet, us poor people and middle class, we're just barely making it, aren't we? Now, I'm a senior. I was on disability, but then I got cut from it last May, and I fought for it and finally got back on in December, and then I have to fight again because they told me that I had an overage. First it was $51,000. I had an overage because I worked as a person on disability. I worked a part-time job, which I was told that I could as long as I didn't go over a certain amount. And I didn't. But because certain things that they said that I didn't do, that it put this overage from 2019, 20, 21, and 22. Because I didn't hand in my pay stubs which I didn't know I had to, because I never got the letter stating that I had to. And whatever letters that I did get during that time, up until last year, I would get reward letters telling me how much I was going to be rewarded that year, my payments were going to be. Nothing was ever told that I had this overpayment. Nobody said anything. I didn't know. Okay, I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing. Okay. And then my fiscal sponsor helped me to get all my pay stubs from all, but I had saved all of my pay stubs, but they were all out in my shed, so I couldn't go out in my shed and get them. So they helped me to get all my pay stubs, which I did, and I gave it to Social Service, Social Security, did the whole 9 yards. I made sure I did it. But as I'm reading the paperwork, they're telling me that they sent me a notice of this overpayment. So I went and looked to see where's this notice. I never received the notice. My niece's program that I was working under, she never received the notice because she was supposed to have gotten this notice. She never received it. And my fiscal sponsor, which was the Urban League, they never received this notice. Okay? We never received anything. We knew nothing about this. So I was supposed to have gotten back close to $11,000 of the payments that I never got. Well, they didn't even give me half. Okay? But what I got, I'm grateful for, because it enabled me to especially pay my electric bill, because my electric bill was over $1,000, almost $1,500, because I had to do everything with electricity. Okay? So it was, I had bills up the yin yang that I was not paying because I kept putting it off and putting it off. Couldn't get my car on the road. I had to take my car off the road. Couldn't pay my insurance. I couldn't pay my registration. I couldn't renew my driver's license. I mean, these are all crazy shit that happened from May of 2025 until January 3rd of 2026. Okay, thank God I had a stipend coming from the advisory board that I'm on. Okay, thank God for that, because it enabled me to at least be able to hold on to certain things that I have and be able to have money to buy groceries. Okay, good thing I wasn't driving, because I wouldn't be able to afford gas. Okay, so it was, things happen for a reason. You always find out when things happen for a reason, okay? So I'm grateful for a lot of things that happened, that didn't happen, that should have happened, but didn't, and I'm grateful. Because it could have put me in even more debt, and it didn't. So I'm grateful for that. Anyway, so it was $51,000. So the 6,000 and change that they took from the 11, they put it toward this overpayment of $51,000, which brought it down to what, 47, 46? Okay. Okay. Right? But I still owed this $40,000. But because they took that 6, and because they gave me my payments back again, next thing I know, I get a letter saying that I don't owe anything. That because they took that 6,000, that was enough where that 41,000 went away. Okay, so 6,000, because that you took that 6,000, that wiped out a overpayment of 40,000. How the fuck does that? Does that make sense to anybody? Because it sure as hell doesn't make sense to me. So I went and got letters from the Urban League and from my niece, and I'm going to write my own letter saying that we never got this so-called notice you said that you sent me. I never received it. Okay? And I'm going to make a copy of every paper that I have from 2018 until 2025. Because every reward letter I have does not state anything but what the payment I was getting every month. That's all it says. It does not say anything about an overpayment. Nothing at all. But I do have papers where they knew how much I was making. They had that. Unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. And you would think with all of this that it would make me feel a whole lot better. And I'll be honest with you, it hasn't. It hasn't. I'm still not where I should be. Mentally, physically, emotionally. I've never been so alone. But I'll be okay. And I'm going to be alright. I'm going to be alright. But it hurts. It hurts a lot. My heart hurts. My soul hurts. Because I thought I had something that was... Okay, I don't want to stop crying because I've been crying. That's all I do is cry because it hurts so much. But at least now I'm going to be able to finally, my mechanic came and got my car, and I hope it doesn't cost me too much. But I'm going to get my car back on the road, and finally going to get my glasses, thanks for the Indian insurance. It's going to be able to take care of my new glasses, and finally get my driver's license back. So, you know, good things are happening. It's just been rough, especially these past couple of weeks, because it's been so cold and I have no water. My water tank is still frozen, so it's just been really, really rough. I'm so can't wait till I just want a house. I just want a house. But I'm working on it. And then all this shit that's happening. The stress. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm frightened. I'm frightened. Okay? Because I know, especially when what happened to Don Lemon, saw something. Because it was before that happened to him was when I started doing these videos. And I don't hold back. Okay? I don't hold back. And you all know that. Okay? You all know that I don't. I'm not afraid to speak my mind. I've always been that way. And I can be very blunt. And yes, I do have a mouth on me. And I don't care. I'm going to say what comes from here. And I know that if the idiot was to even hear one of my videos, he's going to be like, lock that woman up. And I know, to some of my friends and family, oh, Jennifer, you're just being stupid. You don't know. No, I'm not being stupid. Because I know it could happen. And you know what? And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Because I'm tired. I am so tired. I am so done with all of this bullshit. But I'm not going to go down without a fight. I'm not. I'm not going to do that. I don't sleep. I sleep maybe two hours a day. Sometimes I might do 4. But that's it. Otherwise than that, I'm awake. But I'm so depressed. And so dealing with chronic illness that I just can't get myself to really do anything. And that's what bothers me the most. And that's why it doesn't bothers me not to go anywhere, because I just don't know anymore. I worry about certain people in my life. I know that my health is not the best. But I pray every day, and I just never thought that I would be so alone. At least the one thing that I have, and that's the unconditional love of the Creator. I'm so grateful to him. So, and that's another reason why I do these videos. So I can let go, you know, let go of this inner that I feel. And I'm so grateful to family and friends that have stuck with me and have been here for me. I'm so grateful to you guys, and you know who you are. You know who you are. But this country is just I just don't I don't know. I don't know. I just don't want I'm tired of hearing the people being hurt, people dying. More people are dying every day. Finally, the mayor of Chicago and now the mayor of New York City are making sure that ICE doesn't do what they've been doing in Minnesota. And they need to do that everywhere in this country. The one thing that I really don't understand is how town police, village police, state police, sheriffs, why are they allowing ICE thugs to do the things that they do? Why? And don't say that it's because they're feds, because that's bullshit. Because if they were really feds, then they would do things by the book. But they don't. You don't kidnap people. You don't arrest people. Yesterday, I watched these two women and two men. Two women were victims of the ICE thugs. One woman was shot. Five times. Excuse me. But ended up with 7 bullet holes in her. And the ICE guy bragged about it. Bragged about it. Okay? Thank God she lived. But she had to beg for help. Then another woman They showed that one. This was on video of showing her getting arrested in Minnesota in front of the Whipple building. That was horrendous. Horrendous. She was an autistic, disabled woman on her way to the doctors. And they fucked her up. Oh, what these two women went through, and they're still alive. They're still here to talk about it. And they talked about it. And I wish I could have walked into the TV and held these women, and held these women to let them know how much I love them, and I wish I could have been there for them. And then the two brothers of Renee. Good. This was at a meeting. They testified, but this is a kicker. They testified in Congress, but only the Democrats listened. Where were the Republicans? They were home or in their office. They didn't go. They didn't want to hear it. Now I want you people to hear me. Okay? The Republican Party did not want to hear these victims. Because number one, they don't think of them as victims. They think of the thugs are the victims. Okay, protesters aren't victims. They deserve what they get. Okay? They deserve it. But forget about the fact that the ICE thugs are doing thuggish things. Kidnapping, beating, hitting, shooting, killing. Innocent people. Innocent people. And why? Because of the idiot. Because of Stephen Miller. Because of Kristi Noem. They don't care. They just don't care. But like I said, finally the mayor of Chicago and the New York mayor finally said, no, you're not coming here to our cities and doing that. You're not. So which means finally their law enforcement are going to step it up. Finally. But that needs to happen everywhere. But as long as the Republican Party are in charge, and as long as we have Democrats who don't have balls to do the right thing, because there are still Democrats are willing to pay those thugs the budgeted money on them, they're willing to pay that. Why? So they can continue with their thuggish attitudes? This is not Nazi Germany, but maybe it is Nazi Germany all over again. Because they ain't learned nothing from what happened in the 30s and 40s. They ain't learned nothing. What, now they're going to have their own camp again in Yapank? In the 30s and the 40s, Yapank, here on Long Island, was their vacation home. They used to come here and vacation or have camps for the kids, the Nazi kids, right here on Long Island, in Yapank. I bet you all didn't know that history, did you? Look it up. Hampton Bays, KKK, hung out there. That was one of their vacation spots. Oh well. I'm tired, but I'm not tired. It's just I wish I could get my happiness back. I miss my happiness. But this too shall pass. This too shall pass. So, if no one has told you that they love you, I love you. And we just got a lot of work to do. We still got a lot of work to do. And to the best of my ability, things will be better for all of us. They will. Now, I may not like you. I gotta be honest about that. But I do love you. Peace and blessings. Muskin Hours.